Welcome, everybody. What I have for you today is a lightly edited recording from a playtest where I experimented with deadlier monsters that died faster. I need to mention that one of the players didn't want to be featured in any content I produced from this recording. So you'll notice that the player's character portrait and name are blurred out, and you won't hear this player speak more than one or two words at a time. Due to the required editing, some continuity is lost in the combat. So please leave any questions about missing turns in the comments below. And with that, let's roll it. All right. So, we begin our adventure, as many adventurers do, in a tavern. Our party is seated at a table with their patron, the human mayor of Newbury, and a figure standing beside him, cloak-darkened face, peers at each party member in turn. Everyone roll a perception check. Sarah and Dima, you notice the cloaked figure's fingers and hands are slight and bone-white, gripping a long walking stick at the side. If you would like, please describe your character and then ask the mayor and your party a question concerning the quest.
Alright, Serendima is a halfling wearing traditional monk robes. He has a book hung at his side, just where most might imagine a monk wear either like a shaved head or bald. He's let his grow out some, but it is rather unruly, as if he intentionally has not put much effort into managing it. Or maybe he just hasn't managed it in so long that he just doesn't remember how to do it anymore. He looks over to the mayor and asks, "What is the job you wish to ask us to take?"
I apologize, I went out of order here. Here's what I was supposed to do. As you guys were rolling your perception checks, I was supposed to describe this. I do apologize. I got a little bit out of my rhythm here. As the party makes their rolls, we as the audience hear the mayor's muffled speech peeking from behind the tavern bard's music. We see the mayor mouthing words with pleading eyes, desperate to convince these adventurers to go into the corrupted Eldenwood and retrieve the relic souring the land with foul magic, the Elden Heart. If you want to change your question, you can.
Okay. Are we not the first party that you've asked to go and retrieve it?
You are, in fact, the first. You are the first to dare to respond to our request.
I see. And how deep into the woods would you say we might need to venture?
Not very. The ruins are fairly noticeable. The path there is quite easy. It's the dangers inside that we cannot handle on our own.
I see. It was fortuitous that we came to help you.
Alright. And then we have Ibane. You notice the same things the others did, but in addition, you also notice that the people in this tavern seem sullen and grayed by recent events in the village, except for one set of hopeful orbs set in a young woman's blushing face, as she intently watches your party's meeting with the mayor. If you would like to describe yourself and then ask a question of the mayor and your party, go ahead.
Hibine is noted immediately with having an exceedingly voluminous amount of hair, almost a cloud behind her head. Looks very soft. Looks very dangerous to touch for several reasons. Light violet in color. A matching color bushy tail that very slowly and wearily wags behind her. She sports a very light but intimidating looking set of armor and a large white coat with a snowy fur head at the top. She's not very tall. Her eyes are gold, and her expression serves to only instill nervousness as she is shaking like a leaf, with her ears, fox-like, pressed down on her head.
And through your anxiety, would you dare to ask anything of anyone?
If we go out there, you're not going to die, right?
The mayor looks concerned and says, "Am I going to die?"
No, them.
Oh.
She looks around the rest of the party.
I have no intention of dying on this day.
Well,
but if my time does come to pass, then I will welcome it.
Don't say that, you madman. Don't say that. You're only bringing it upon yourself.
I am quite okay with dying.
Her eyes widen in terror. She looks around as if something is seeping in through the building.
My people, why must you be like this? I'm already a bit scared. No need to put more fear. Look, don't worry. These fellas will be alright. You know how they are. They're sturdy, they are grumpy, but you're okay.
And
right?
UV, as you speak to the party, you notice the same things that your party members have as well. But as you return the cloaked figure's scrutiny, who has been observing all of you during this entire time, you peer further into the cloak, and you see sharp features, pointed ears, an elf, a woman perhaps. And the mayor kind of interrupts your gaze and says, "So, I have given you all the information I can, and we are offering a 500 gold price to each of you individually if you will accept this quest. So, can I count on you?" And as he says this, he stands with the mug raised.
Well, dear mayor, that's a mighty fine amount of money you have there. Is this just from you, or does it come from the beautiful elf there that you have next to you, or maybe even that hopeful one that's staring at us from the other
When you
side?
mention that the person standing next to the mayor is an elf, you can see that the figure recoils and kind of puts the rod in between you and the rest of the party, and shrinks away a bit. And the mayor says, "I understand your curiosity, but I need an answer." And he kind of gestures towards his mug, looking for everybody's commitment.
Well, no need to worry. The money's good, the job seems simple enough. Can't speak for everyone, but from the look in their eyes and the way they're looking at the day of the money, I would say that the job will be accepted by us. Right, fellas?
I have no need of gold myself. I'm simply happy to be of assistance.
Well, I'll take your share then if it doesn't need the gold.
Hibernate takes the drink that she is offered with both hands and downs it completely empty.
Does anybody not cheers? Does anybody not cheers the mayor and refuse to go on the quest?
Saren, not with a mug of ale, but with a ceramic cup of water, would cheers.
Your viewers have grabbed Saren's mug of ale if he doesn't want to, and the double share. Double cheer.
As you cheers with the mayor, the cups and mugs collide with a satisfying thunk, and immediately the scene shifts. We are now in the forest at the entrance to the ruins, and you are all surrounded by a group of goblins that you stumbled upon mutually with them, so you're not surprised. But you are in the middle of combat. We've already rolled initiative with your perception checks from before. Top of the round, you all see that you are surrounded by this group of goblins who were not expecting you. So you're not ambushed, but you are surrounded. What do you do, UV?
Well, Westerman biscuits isn't good. Time to show these fellas a lesson. Shouldn't we, boys? And girls, I suppose. And UV then draws a longbow, and he's going to shoot this one right here.
Okay.
I think that hits.
That hits. Yeah. Definitely. 12 damage. You nail this goblin straight in its chest, and it immediately dies.
Got that, everyone? That's my first job done. What's all next?
As this goblin falls, you see this goblin over here immediately become enraged, as he seems to gain some kind of boon from this goblin's death. Continue your turn.
Looking at the anger on the other goblin, Yuvi would say, "Look, I know my beak is pretty, but no need to be jealous, alright? I'm sure we can figure something out for you." And then Yuvi's going to move behind the cleric. and you see this 5'9" foot tall Arakarka just crouching down. Hey, can you? I think that getting like me. Can you kind of, And she makes the motion of killing.
Alrighty, next we have a goblin. This goblin is going to take a shot at UV for killing its brethren. So let me just do this. Regular. Oops, that's not supposed to be a scimitar. Oh well, I'll count it because it's the same either way. An 18 hits, right? Alright, 2d6 plus 2 damage, and you take 10 points of piercing damage.
Should have gone for better cover.
Alright, that's going to be that goblin. Actually, the goblin is going to crouch. He's going to move closer to his boss, and then he's going to crouch, gaining half cover.
Hibernate shrieks in panic.
And that's going to be his turn. Hibernate, it's now your turn. You see an arrow has sliced this Aarakocra party member's side open.
There's a moment where she just freezes, not sure what to do, and then she locks eyes with this thing.
Uh-huh.
And she's just looking around suddenly, and she just charges.
Oh shit!
That woman.
Oh,
There you go, kick this guy's ass.
She then shrieks and swings wildly.
That's not gonna hit, unfortunately.
She panics and uses her shield arm, her free hand, quote unquote, and slaps the goblin across the face,
Okay.
branding it.
Oh,
One of her seals.
nice. Okay. We are now at Saren.
oh, Saren. Oh, grab that. Saren is going to.
You were right there.
Wait, is that right here? That's right there, right? Alright, so if I attack from there, that's cover.
Okay.
Saren is going to run over here,
Uh-huh.
hop over the brick wall, and
Roll to hit.
clobber
Let's see
the
it.
absolute hell out of this goblin.
That's gonna hit.
Huh, sweet.
5 points of damage. You pummel this goblin into submission. Lethal or non-lethal? Because you're using your bare fists, right? Lethal. This goblin
Yeah, lethal.
immediately falls down dead, and As you kill that goblin, the boss goblin becomes enraged once more. Who knows what he's charging up for, but something is happening. Movement bonus action.
Let's see. I'm going to. Here's what I've got. What was that? 25 to there. What's it over there? I'm going to pop a focus point as a bonus action to dash. I can do that, right?
Yes.
Cool.
For Step of the Wind, yeah.
And I'm going to run over to this guy.
Okay.
That should be it.
Okay. All right, we're at a dead goblin. An alive goblin is next. The alive goblin is going to... Oh, man. Decisions. He's going to try to save the boss, and he's going to take a shot at Hibernate. That's going to be a regular attack against Hibernate. I click Scimitar again. 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right, 2d6, 8 points of pierce. Great. And this goblin is going to likewise find cover and give himself half cover there. And that's going to be him. The boss goblin is next. Enraged, he turns immediately to the figure that just downed one of his goblins, and he is going to swing at Saren with advantage thanks to his Goblin Fury after watching one of his goblin clanmates felled. So he's going to take a swing at you with advantage. And this time it is supposed to be a scimitar. Ooh, a 24 to hit. Alright, 2d6 slashing damage, 8 points of slashing damage. Back at the top of the round, Yuvi.
Yuvi looks at the scene. He shakes her head. What a mess this is, isn't it? Well, partner, you owe me 5 gold. Be right back. And then the Arcroc is going to move towards here. Just to be sure, a question. If I go to here, would this goblin still have cover for me?
Nope.
Okay. Yuvi moves to here. She takes out her... She aims her longbow with an arrow. Hey! I didn't like getting shot at. And shoots back. Would a 17 hit?
Yeah, of course it does. 12 points of damage. You nail this goblin straight through the head as it looks surprised at your speed and cunning to flank it. Who could have seen this coming?
Who could have seen this coming? Exactly.
And that's going to be your turn. Hibernate.
Incoherent screaming and now crying. Hibernate is highly distressed and in great pain. She swings helplessly once again. 14 hits.
14 hits.
She brings her axe accidentally in an awesome wide arc, just cutting into the ground as it cleaves diagonally through the goblin.
As you do so, you see that the body begins to separate, and it falls down in 2 massive chunks, felling this goblin boss.
She has no qualms with continuing to be in danger as she kills that one and runs madly at this one.
All right.
All this poor goblin sees is a bloodied and terrified, fuzzy-looking woman.
This goblin is going to make a morale check. He crits it for some reason.
Somehow.
So he's going to stick around.
This spot's just free. It's just showing the tree leaves above, right? I can be there?
Yes, you can go under there. It's free and clear. You can clearly see behind the goblin.
Cool. Because dash is an action, I think.
You could use another focus point to step of the wind.
That's what I was about to do. I'll do another step of the wind to run all the way around to the backside of this goblin and crack him upside the back of the head.
Roll it.
Oof, that is a 9.
9 is not going to hit, unfortunately. Oh, you're flanking, actually, so you have advantage.
Oh, cool. How do I do that? Just
roll again. Yeah, just roll again. We'll take the higher.
Whew.
There we go. Almost a crit, baby. Roll that damage.
Oh!
Damn.
Nice.
Describe how you murder this goblin.
I am sorry, Hibernate, but Saren's fist just dead center smashes into the back of this goblin's head, and it pops like a gourd. And because you are on the opposite side of this goblin, everything just explodes in your direction.
You guys ever seen that image of someone getting, like a woman suddenly getting splashed with something?
Uh-huh.
How usually she will freeze up, her eyes
Yeah.
are closed and her hands are in front of her.
Uh-huh.
Hibernate does this exact thing, and then she goes,
And that is when we will exit initiative.
If you would see that Hibernate has a lot of crap in front of her, and she would pull out a small handkerchief and say, hey, Hibernate, don't want to alarm me, but I think there's something on your face. Here.
Yeah, Saren will kind of glance at his hand and just realize what he did and step over to Hibernate, pulling out his water skin and just kind of try to help her I'm sorry, little one. Here, let me help you wash that off.
I'll let you do that. Let's go to the good part.
Freaking prone position almost killed me. I'm sorry.
himself.
As you all begin to kind of check in on each other and make sure everyone's okay, there is a sudden gust of wind through the trees. And as this happens, you can all start to hear whispers coming from the trees. They don't seem hostile in nature, but could something be trying to talk to you?
Is anyone there? I think I can hear you. Speak a bit louder, please. Yuvi would say the wind think it's actually someone trying to understand what's being said in the whispers.
Make a perception check.
Alright then.
As she begins to listen, you can all hear that the trees are kind of picking up in tempo, and it seems like it's kind of hurried and rushed, as if someone is trying to pass along some kind of information quickly. With a 21, you hear the trees whisper some kind of advice to you. They tell you that the way forward towards the Eldenheart is trapped by these goblins you just killed. And it gestures towards what looks like an incomplete trap that they were perhaps in the middle of setting up before you stumbled upon them. You see what looks like a tripwire that hasn't been set up correctly yet, and it's set up on a stack of rocks and over a patch of grass with leaves scattered all over it. And it looks like if they had finished setting up this trap, it would have been nearly seamless, unless you knew what to look for.
Folks, Yuvi moves closer to the group once again. I have good news. The voices in my head have, for the first time ever, said something useful. I know, right? I usually you didn't do the same, but since it told me something good, I might do it the same afterwards.
You guys hear voices?
You don't?
My
Weirdo?
God.
I would be wary of voices you hear in your head, especially when there's no one nearby to speak.
Well, my voice in my head pointed out the fact that these goblins have been trying to make traps and that they probably are doing the same in the path further ahead, in the way to Eldenheart.
As you all begin to converse back and forth, you can hear the voices in the trees and the wind also beginning to pick up with intensity. It seems like they want your attention, but they're also on edge and need some kind of reassurance from you, one way or another, about something.
It's alright. One second, moment. Then Yuvi sits down on the ground. Look, I know that sometimes I complain to you voices in my head, but it's okay. You can tell me what's going on, okay?
The voices seem to be ignoring UV further. Does anyone else do anything?
Hibernate lays down
Well-
and surrenders to nature. This is too crazy.
You Hibernate, make a nature check or a persuasion check to convince the trees of your supplicants.
Sometimes we roll these d20s and get the bee thing on there.
Oh my god, you crit with the 23. So,
Jesus.
it seems like the trees were only going to perhaps give you one answer to a question. But with a 23, you are awarded the option to ask the trees 2 questions about your quest.
How do we avoid the traps?
The trees tell you to look for certain common places where the goblins hide traps. They typically hide traps in patches of grass with scattered leaves. They also tell you to look for suspicious stacks of rocks.
Will removing the Ebonheart truly cure the corruption around here?
The trees answer in the affirmative, but they warn you, though, that there is a guardian and will not allow that to happen. And it will come to blows. You can hear, as you sit here, you can start to hear that the woods are quieting, that the pleasant voices, though hurried that they were, are beginning to recede. And you can see the color of the leaves and the wood beginning to darken and blacken.
Saren begins to rifle through the corpse of the goblin leader.
If you are looting, make a investigation check.
Let's investigate, everybody.
Oh!
18.
All right.
With an 18, let me make some rolls here. For some
She's
loot.
too busy being happy that she's not dead.
So you find 1 gold piece. Oh, okay. And you also find a. What's the step up from a minor? Just a regular potion of healing?
I believe that's regular.
Yeah, regular
And then
potion of
greater
healing.
after.
Yeah. So you find a regular potion of healing on the goblin boss. For your other investigation check, Hibernate, you don't find anything of note on the bodies, just goblin blood.
Already abandoned me, like everyone else.
The forest continues to darken and twist around you.
Let's go, everyone. Time waits for no one, and certainly seems it doesn't wait for the forest.
All right.
Oh, though before I go, I probably should use my shield now. And Yuvi's going to put away her longbow and instead pull her shield up.
All right. As you guys continue forward, you see a pathway, and about halfway down, you can see a bend to the left, and just on this corner of where it turns, you can see a tree with leaves scattered underneath it on a patch of very springy grass. And off to just a little bit away from that is a little stack of rocks. What would you like to do?
Just me, or does that grass look a bit strange? Let's say after a rock.
It does. Check it out. I'll be right behind you. And dutifully, anyone who steps forward, Hibernate will closely cling to their back like a spooky spirit.
Yeah, I'd like to think Saren is that block of flesh you're standing behind.
Additional fluff acquired.
As you approach this area, how do you go about it?
It looks mystical.
Yuvi would like to try to spot any signs of little signs of the trap, such as the tripwires had some before and such.
Make an investigation check. I'm sorry, perception.
Okay.
I apologize. Perception.
It's okay.
Whoops.
Would I have advantage because of having seen and the warning of the forest of before?
Nope.
Alright
But there
then.
is another effect, though, because you've been warned about traps.
Okie dokie.
With a 16, you do actually discover that there is a bear trap hidden in the patch of springy grass with leaves covering it. And you also see that this trap is doubly ingenious because the bear trap is connected to a thin wire that connects to something behind the stack of rocks. When you investigate behind the stack of rocks, you see a crossbow with a bolt in it ready to fire.
The only thing mystical was sending you right to your grave. What assholes!
Ooh,
I
new
hate
crossbow.
goblins.
Mine. Yuvi is going to try to disarm the trap to get the crossbow for herself.
Oh, okay.
Hibernate dives out of the way.
Make a sleight of hand check. Ooh.
Fucking perfect.
Takes crossbow bolt to the face.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Hiding.
That's
fox
a 9.
Okay. You move your hand to disarm the bear trap in order to get at the crossbow because of the tension on the line. And unfortunately, you misstep and the bear trap goes off. You save your fingers from the trap, but the bolt rockets towards you as it pulls the trigger, and you suffer...
Period. It's horrible.
3 points of piercing damage.
Ow. Is anyone dead?
No, fine, just small hold at the collection.
You
Nothing
squawk
bad,
like a
like-
dying bird.
Well, I am a dying bird. I should be alright.
I'm
Can
sorry.
Yuvi still get the crossbow?
Yes, you can have... It is
Yeah.
it is actually a hand crossbow.
Oh yeah, perfect. Even better.
That's really cool.
Saren's gonna step forward, dragging Hibernate behind him.
I don't want to
You should-
die.
She's just clinging to him, but he's strong enough that, or I guess not strong, but, you know, she just refuses to let go, so she just drags along as he
Okay.
steps forward to Yuvi. Yuvi, are you all right? I have a healing potion if you need some recovery.
I'm more than alright. Nothing that a good deep breath doesn't solve. Yuvi's going to use second wind.
Okay, go right ahead. As you guys continue to go forward,
Then
use, your,
HP total back.
use your various
Nice.
abilities. Here's an optional rule. I'm gonna experiment here with this thing. I'm gonna allow you to do a healing surge. So without taking a short rest, you can basically use a bonus action to roll a hit die and regain that much HP.
All right.
Oh.
Plus your con bonus as well.
May I have saved my second wing?
That's
instead
fine.
of
Yeah, you
use
can
that?
save it then. You can save it then. I'll be a
Yeah, you can
benevolent
use that in
DM.
combat too, eh?
Yeah, you can use
So
second
that's
wind in
really
combat.
good.
So if
Yeah,
you'd
yeah,
like
so
to roll a
that's-
hit die with your con modifier, go ahead and do that. All right.
Yeah.
As you walk and talk and rest and heal, you don't come across any traps, but you do come across a rather large ruin. You begin to ascend the steps, knowing that this is the direction you're supposed to go, but your way is barred by a couple of gates at the top of these steps. If y'all can see those.
I can see the
Oh,
steps.
yes, I can see.
Those gates, those red squares are gates that you cannot move any forward. And to the left and right beyond this ruin is dense, thick, nasty looking forest with like vines and thorns and shit. Ahead of you in this little courtyard area, you can see that there is a very clean looking water source here. And you can see that there's some kind of writing on a plaque underneath, like over here on the lip of the fountain.
Oh, water.
As you begin to approach, you can also see that there are a strange collection of plants in this area as well.
Uh-oh.
There's too much there, my fella. Traps could still be here.
What are these? She does a quick nature check to determine what these are.
As you scrutinize these plants, you can see that this plant you're standing next to is dead.
Hey, she
And-
can tell that with a nat one. Yeah.
And as you look around at the other plants, you can see that one is a fruiting plant, one is withered, and one is perfectly healthy. As you approach the fountain, you can see that there is a script that is here. And at first, it seems to be some kind of very old, runic kind of language, but it magically shifts before your eyes, and you see the following made plain. The water of life must find the true root. And below that, you see this symbol here.
Found anything interesting there, mate?
Yeah, there's a script on the fountain over here that says the water of life must find the true root. And there's a symbol of what looks like 3 triangles connected together. It's an odd shape. Not sure what this is.
Well, you know, back in my days of life where I was a bandit, I knew one thing. Similarities aren't coincidence, they're good things. Do you know what else is shaped like a triangle?
What's that?
Hibernia's ears. Hibernia, why don't you take a look at the triangles, see if you know anything?
You are a bandit?
A good bandit, if I may. I only robbed from those that deserve it.
You always seem like a nice sort. Ibane clearly not realizing that she's being distracted. We'll attempt to discern some information from this strange symbol.
First,
If possible.
UV rolled an investigation check for 16. UV, you are examining the floor. You're seeing the sun motif, and you are seeing that there is a thin line of green, as if there is actually something alive in this space, like more than the fruiting tree to the north. And this little thin green line of lichen, or perhaps like microclove, is leading towards the healthy plant. Hi, Benny. What would you like to do here at the fountain?
She has no idea what this symbol is, but she just goes, "Oh, She
You can make an Arcana check.
She will do that, but she will immediately produce the empty potion bottle she has and scoop some of the water up from there.
Okay, very well.
Yo, look at
16. With a 16, this is an elven symbol for life and truth. And it seems that the elves don't necessarily separate the two concepts. They see them as equal concepts.
Oh, I read about this once. It was a really boring book. Anyway, have some water.
The water of life must find the true root was written on the fountain. Saren just says directly from behind UV. Sorry, did y'all find something?
Fox woman dribbles some of the water on the healthy plant.
Nothing happens.
Awesome. She dribbles some of the water on the root leading to the healthy plant.
Nothing happens.
Perfect. She smells the water.
It smells really clean and filtered.
She chugs the rest of the flask of water.
It's delicious. Now make a Constitution saving throw. No, I'm kidding. You're fine. It's just water.
Does
It's
the
just
plant
water.
by any chance have some sort of liquid in it?
The plant?
Yeah, it's one of those plants that you, when you touch,
Make a nature
it's a
check.
liquid.
That's actually a good question. Hibini is gonna try and follow that line that was pointed out.
Okay.
And just go wherever it takes her.
Make an investigation check, Ibane. With a nature check of 13, this is a massive flowering, not a tulip. What's that? I'm so terrible with flowers in general.
Orchid?
Yes, it's like a massive blue orchid. It's not really known for having any kind of liquid storage anywhere, except for maybe like nectar to attract pollinators, but that's about it.
See? Interesting.
As you
A good orchid.
As you consider this, Ibane, scrutinize the thin green line, and you follow it behind the healthy plant, and you spot what looks like a drain, like a drain grate, but it's in the shape of that symbol that's on the plaque.
Ooh.
You can just see that it's some kind of like little drainage thing. I'm at the word right now for some reason. Let me look up if I wrote it down. It's a grate, a grate, a grate.
Is it dry down there?
Do you look inside?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Help me look. My vision isn't very good.
Nice. With my eyes that our dear kindly Saren said are so creepy, I shall help you.
That's 2. Beautiful.
You look
That's a
into
14.
the grate. Oh, 14. Great.
Yeah.
That's much better. With a 14, you peer inside the grate, and you can see that there is a dim blue light at the bottom of the whatever drain this is. It glows with a arcane kind of energy.
And are we able to pry open this here grate?
It seems to have been earth, not earthbound, but earth molded with magic to keep it in place.
Oh.
Saren, I think you're smarter than me. So, there is this green thing we found, leads to here. Hayben seems to be looking at it, and remember, coincidence doesn't mean nothing, it means a lot. So the fact that Hayben, who has triangle for ear, found the triangle symbol here, maybe is the true reason. What do you think if this is the true root? Or are the voices in my head telling me crazy stuff again?
You still have the empty potion vial as well.
True.
Unless you threw it on the ground out of disappointment,
No.
which would have been hilarious.
No.
I hear the noise of speaking, but no speaking.
I think someone's mic is picking up their
Juicy.
fan.
Yeah.
Someone's picking up their fan.
Makes sense.
All good.
Wait, did UV take the empty potion bottle, or is she just...
Whoever needed the empty potion bottle, Hibany would have offered the one that she drank from.
Yuvi has no potion button with her. She's just moving, so you're going to use her own water skin to get some water.
Okay.
That makes sense.
You feel your water skin?
Then brings back to Saren, who she thinks is the smartest one. Here, Saren.
Alright, Saren's going to take it, and can I roll a sleight of hand to, control dipping the water skin so that it lands on the blue glow down there?
Of course. Make a sleight of hand check.
Ah!
You try to aim the best you can, and luckily, even though you poorly kind of splash the water, it's a good thing you have a water skin because there's so much of it, because you kind of get it all over the sides, but eventually some does manage to make its way into the grate. And as it does, there is an arcane hum, and you hear the grinding of gears as the doors open. You congratulate each other and slap each other on the back. I assume you begin to head up the stairs.
Absolutely.
Okay. At the top of the stairs, you come across a raised section of roof in these ruins. You can see ahead of you that there is what looks like a lattice ceiling that has a second floor underneath. But to give you a better understanding of what you're seeing, here's this. As I change the view, you can see that there are tons of ruins here. Everything is pretty much demolished except for the lattice roof ahead of you. And off in the distance, you can see to the north is a flickering blue light.
Ooh.
It looks like to be some kind of flame or torch. You look around, you don't see anything suspicious immediately to your left or right, or to the east or to the west. But to the north, you spot a vague outline of a bluish spectral figure, a humanoid, hovering off the ground next to that blue flame flickering.
Oh, jeez.
Well, probably is the one. The devices inside Hebony's head told us that it's going to protect the thing. Okay, I have a plan in this case. Because there's a thing that always works. Does anyone have a priest in their pockets?
I don't have any priests in my pockets. I have never met one small enough.
Right, I'm out of ideas. Shall we just simply try to
I don't have-
sneak forward?
What'd you say?
Maybe we should all simply try to sneak forward.
Perhaps we can talk to it?
Just to
It was
nuclear
pretty
trying to stealth.
Just
You know what?
just to remind you, the trees have warned you that there is a guardian protecting the Elden Heart, and it will not abide trespassers or people trying to take the relic.
Saren,
It will come to blows.
Yuvi moves next to Saren, puts a hand on his shoulder. Saren, I like your idea. I believe in you. Go do it. You have a great words. I'll just be behind here 1 second. And Yuvi moves to hide behind the tree while giving a thumbs up for Saren.
Okay, you have total cover if you crouch here.
Nice.
Alright, well, in that case, Saren's gonna go over this way and try to initiate some stealth.
Okay, make a stealth check. All who are trying to stealth.
I made one. I got a 4. I'm doing really well.
I got a
Okay.
17.
Because of your 3. Okay, never mind.
Oh my.
Jabby got a 10. It's 15. Okay. You all begin to advance rather stealthily. You may move up to 5 squares if you would like to do that
So-
now.
Is the guardian some kind of ghost or something? I don't do well with those.
Maybe I heard. Maybe it's not a ghost. Maybe it's like an anti-ghost.
Isn't that just a living person?
No, a baby.
An anti-ghost.
There's a baby.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
I don't know. Maybe
If you continue to move in stealth, roll again.
Another one. Fear not, I shall roll impressively this time. Yep.
Bro, I love how the game is just playing into Hibane being Hibane.
Like,
because it was
it's-
not 20. Can I help?
Unfortunately not. UV, you have a split decision to make. Hibane fucks up. And you know she's fucked up. You have the choice of either staying with her or disappearing.
UV. She looks, and for a split second, her mind goes, I'm pretty sure I could book it before any of them notice. No, we can do that to her. And instead of simply just appearing, she gets up and tries to stay in front of Habini and try to cover the fox woman with her body while Saint goes, hey there, would you want to see?
As Hibane stumbles, the ghost head turns in her direction, and then you speaking up, confirms this ghost's suspicions, and it flies up 10 feet into the air and rockets towards you and stops short and says, "What are you doing here?"
I am sorry, my dear. You see, we come from a little village not too far from here, and they heard great stories about you, your beauty, your grace, your translucentness, and we come to offer you. Yuffie scrambles to look for something in her backpack.
She immediately
This great crowbar.
she immediately puts up a hand and says, "Mortals know not of our beauty, of what we were, what we are." And then she turns away from you and starts to kind of chant to herself, "Bind it, bind it, bind it." And then turns back and says, "Get out!"
Yuffie tries to make a small hidden signal for the other two to continue sneaking moving forward. While say, "Well, I'm sorry, I am just a bird, of course, as you may see by my majestic beak, and my companion is a simple triangle."
As soon
Good
as
to
you
know,
begin
Spade.
as soon as you begin talking again, the ghost the ghost turns and looks over to Saren, and says, "Another one, another interloper. Get out now!"
What? Oh, I was.
You rolled a
Yes.
9.
Oh yeah, no, I no, I was.
Oh,
thinking
okay, in
as
character. Sorry,
Sarah.
my bad.
It's like, no, I just saw some stairs and I figured I'd go exploring over that way. I hardly
She-
even noticed you were there.
She squints and she says, "I know why you're here. You're here to steal it. I won't let you!" And I need all of you to roll initiative. Saren.
Cool. So, quick question. It looks like this is what, like a big old fountain? Is there like
So
is that
this
just like a flat? Like, what's going on here?
So this is a lattice roof that is over a lower level. Stepping on it would be very difficult. You would need to make an acrobatics check not to fall through, if you were to try to
Okay.
walk on top of it.
Okay. Okay. Well, Saren is going to. That's 15. It's 20. I forgot where the hell 20's right there. Saren is going to move right here. So that spot's 20, right? Yep. Would preparing to dodge be an action, or would that require me doing another bonus?
No, you can just
to
take the
do-
dodge action on your turn, and then until your next turn, you'll have advantage on dex saves, and you'll force your opponents to have disadvantage on d20 rolls to hit you.
All right, then yes, I'm gonna take a dodge action to end my turn.
All right, great. Alrighty, Yuvi.
Yuffie, seeing that the pen completely failed, she drops her shield and her hand crossbow. I think it would be better to have a better damaging thingy. Draws her longbow, takes a good aim, and she's going to shoot the ghost.
Okay, roll to hit.
14. That's a hit.
14 hits.
Alright. 11.
11 damage. Nice.
Afterwards, sorry, goodbye. UV would move back. That's what they're running, right? So, woods 5, 10, 15, 25. Woods here give me full cover.
If you crouch down, yes.
Okay, yes, then UV does crouch down.
But you also will not be able to see anything until your next turn. All right. Okay. The Spectre is going to use a legendary action to teleport. Directly to Hibernate. And she is going to make a melee spell attack against you. Because she is injured and she wants to heal. So she's going to try to siphon some of your life force. 24 to hit. And I need you to make a I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Jesus.
10.
You just barely succeed. You take 13 points of necrotic damage, and she heals for 5. Oh, I took that out of order. I apologize. She doesn't use a legendary action. She just moves. I apologize. I fucked that one up. Okay, but that is going to be her turn. She moved. She had enough movement anyway. Hi, Benet. It's now your turn.
All right.
She is currently at ground level as well in order to attack you with that. So she's ground level now.
Let's see. All right. She's going to try and hit the spooky ghost.
What are you hitting it with?
An axe.
An axe.
Good old axe. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
All right. Do some damage. That's a nice
5 points
total
of
of
damage.
5. Nice.
Canceled
And,
out her healing.
She will also mark her with a seal.
All right. Marked. And would you like to move or do a bonus action?
Bonus action, middle finger.
Bonus action, middle finger. Okay. All right, that's going to be Hibernate. We are back to Jabby.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Martial check.
Martial check, sure. Yeah.
And that's usually just a normal...
Yeah, just like roll whatever your highest stat is. So like if you have like Eldritch Blast or whatever. Or
I'll
whatever
make
your
her-
class uses.
She uses both charisma and strength. They're equal.
Okay, so you can do a regular, yeah.
Great roll.
This creature is terrifying. That's as much as you can gather.
Yeah. Her ears droop after she gives the finger and realizes that it's a spooky ghost.
Yep, sure is. Yeah, she's going to teleport away. She's going to come mess with Saren.
All right.
Yeah, that's within 30 feet. Yoink! And with her... That was her legendary action to teleport. We're moving on. Saren, it is now your turn. The specter appears right in front of you.
All right, cool. I'm going to clobber the specter.
All right.
Oh, where is... Wait, hold on. I'm being stupid. What is going on? There we go. You've
Arm
got to be
strike.
shitting me. Hold on. Thing is, I can use my lucky trait to re-roll that.
Go ahead. Curse you, halflings.
Curse you, Spectre!
19.
Whoa!
Oh, so close. If only you were a fighter. 25 to hit. Roll damage.
Oh, baby.
Still good. You deal 10 points of damage to the specter.
And I'm going to use my last focus point in my bonus action to do a flurry of blows.
Martial arts, let's go!
Yep, because that lets me attack twice, doesn't it?
Flurry of Blows lets you attack one more time, and then I think it goes up more as you level up. So for right now, I think it's just one more.
Okay, so it's just worded weirdly.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
here's
'cause it says to make 2 unarmed strikes.
Oh, it does?
Here's
Oh,
the
okay.
thing.
Yeah, it
Monks
doesn't.
normally already can for free always use their bonus action to do an extra punch, as long as they do an attack either unarmed or with a monk weapon. Flurry of Blows lets you, instead of doing one extra attack,
That's
with your bonus
right. You do
action,
two.
You do
That's
2
right.
extra attacks with your bonus
Yeah,
action
so roll
for-
2 more,
for
yeah.
free.
Okay, Jesus.
Yeah, roll 2 more.
Okay, I was
That's
totally
right.
willing to accept you being like, okay, it's just 2 as your action, but all right.
That's right.
Oh,
17 hits. And then another, so that one's gonna miss, but the 17 hits, so roll more damage. 7 more points of damage. You punch this specter. Oh, actually, I just realized. Hold on. Sorry.
Shit, this thing's incorporeal, isn't it?
Yeah, I forgot to do the resistance. So that would be half damage for... What's half? So I guess that would be 3. Okay. The Spectre takes quite a bit of damage from your attacks. Does not look great. You can see it's flickering and shimmering in its form. But yeah. Would you like to move?
Let's see. I'm going to... You know what? Dang, I've already done my action and bonus action, so I can't do the thing I was thinking about doing. Let's see. Can I... Coming over here, if I crouch behind this pillar, would I be in cover? Or would I be able to crouch since I did an action and bonus action?
How far are you moving?
It'd be 30 feet.
You wouldn't be able to... You'd be able to crouch down, but you wouldn't gain total cover.
Okay. Well, you know what?
You gain half cover.
Better than nothing.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
All
I'm
right.
going to sprint over here. There's something I want to do, but I already used my action, so I can't do it.
All right. UV, you see your halfling party companion jump over the wall and join you.
Join me?
Oh,
Yep, you can see him right there.
Okay. Oh, because I didn't see him move up. That's right, my bad.
That's all good.
Yuvi's going to move a bit forward, 5, 10, 15. From here where I am, would I have a clear shot to her?
You would have to come forward a little bit, like on the concrete. Like right here.
So
this square right here, you would have to move to.
Okay, I got.
Yep.
Yuvi moves forward as best as she can, passing through the grass and everything. She takes good aim with her longbow, and she's going to shoot the ghost.
Go ahead.
That should hit.
20 hits. 5
Alright.
points of damage. Let's see. That's gonna
Burning
be-
seals, baleful interdict.
The ghost is not looking great. You can see the form is flickering even further.
Get cooked.
In this case, Yuvi would use an action storage afterwards.
Okay,
With another good aim
sure.
and shoot at the ghost again.
Roll again.
It takes 2 fire damage.
Oh my
That's
god,
actually-
that's a crit. That's a crit.
Oh my.
Nice.
it is.
Yeah, go.
I am a
A
champion.
Yeah, 19's a crit for fighters.
That's
For
awesome.
champion fighters, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Behold, I won in the tune the dice.
Let's go.
Heck yeah!
The specter falls limp as you see the arrows piercing its chest. It falls limp, and as it does, the heart begins to glow with a necrotic energy, and a pulse rips through the area, and the specter moves towards the center of the stage, appearing to be lifeless. And then there is an eruption of necrotic energy as you lose sight of this monster for a moment. And in its place is something even more terrifying.
Oh, fuck.
Ivan A. Yay! We won. We. Huh?
You see this.
Oh. Oh, God.
As we enter phase 2!
Ah!
Oh, no.
Well, good lucky, madam. Everyone, I did my part, so trust you all with the rest. Yuvi then is going to start using her 1 minute of flight, and she's going to move back here to a tree. She's covered again. Covered.
It is now the Spectre's turn. She gains new abilities that are more frightening than you can possibly imagine. and she is going to begin using them. She looks to Hibernate and Saren
That's the end of my turn.
and
by the way.
projects a cone of force from where she is standing or floating in the air. She will settle for one if she has to. She does not.
Oh, God.
I need both of you to please make dexterity saving throws.
I can just click on dexterity for that, right?
Yep.
Fuck!
I do these so well. Look.
Wait,
Nice.
hold on. Does my half cover do anything for me?
It does. You gain advantage.
Okay, so I'm gonna get... My God.
Do these bushes count for that? We said that these bushes counted for that, right?
Yes. So roll again, Hibernate.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
another single digit, no doubt. I couldn't read.
Oh, my God. She's... Oh, that's amazing.
All right. So you're gonna
Wow.
take half of 2d8. Let me roll that real
Oh,
quick. I
boy.
should have rolled that already, but here we go. So you're going to take 3 points of force damage.
The both
Man.
of us?
Yep, both of you.
All right.
I think I'm just going to hide that because we're going to use it again here in a little bit. And then for her bonus action, she's going to use her mythic level ability to re-roll to see if that recharges.
What the fuck?
It does recharge.
Perfect. Oh my
oh.
god.
And that's going to be her turn. Hibernate, it's now your turn.
All right. Hibernate can't reach the creature from where she is, so she will use her bonus action to place yet another seal on the creature after
Oh,
having
I'm sorry.
the original one.
Before you carry through,
Yes.
as this creature appeared,
Mhm.
a strange phenomena appears. There is an eruption, a harmless eruption of necrotic energy. As
Oh!
there are some things that are revealed for a moment and then quickly die down. So that's an effect that's currently going on. That's a lair effect. So good luck going forward.
Ah, perfect.
Hmm.
let's-
Hibernate will absolutely be doing one of those good old checks.
Okay.
Holy shit.
What
Yeah.
would you like? What would you like to know?
Immunities, resistances.
She has lost all resistances, and she is not vulnerable to anything.
Okay.
Poison damage could even affect her.
Okay. Is there anything else I'm allowed to know?
What else would you like to know?
What the heck are these?
Those are fountains of necrotic energy. If you stand in there whenever they erupt, you're going to take some damage.
Oh, beautiful. You know how much HP I have? Not enough. All right. Yeah. Hibernate is very displeased with her current situation. She's barely standing, and with desperation, she yeets a javelin.
Okay. Yeet
Oh,
that
whoops.
javelin.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that to myself.
Oh, thank God that was you. 17 to hit. Yeah, it hits.
Yeah. 4.
4 points. She takes all of that damage with no resistances to separate you from the javelin, or separate her from the javelin.
All right, that's her turn.
All right, we are at initiative count 20 as the necrotic fountains go off.
Ah!
So I'm going to
Oh,
roll.
no.
I'm going to roll to see which fountain goes off. 3.
Oh
Of course
my
it does.
god.
Of course it does! Fuck!
I need you to make a dex save.
Don't worry, easy success, bro. Easy clap.
Why did you... Oh, thank God.
See, I
You
told
take you take no damage as you manage to perfectly time the eruption, and are not even scalded by the necrotic flame.
Clap.
Freaking monks, let's go!
Okay, that's good. That's it for the lair action. Saren.
Alright. Would handing an item off to someone else be an action or a bonus action?
I'll say it's a free action as long as you don't throw it. If you like pass in front of them, you can just hand it to him.
All right. What I'm gonna do then is I'm going to step here
Mm-hmm.
and then just reach into my bag and behind me just kind of try to pass off my potion of healing over to Hibernate.
Okay. Hibernate, you
And
receive a regular potion of healing.
And then I'm going to step onto the I forget what you called this thing.
A lattice.
I'm gonna step onto the lattice to get up in front of the ghost.
She's still 10 feet up in the air.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Oh, good.
Then you know what? I'm going to. You know what? I'm going to take a dodge action
Okay.
in front of Hibernate with the intent of, if anything gets shot towards Hibernate, to try and react to it.
Okay. Understood. In that case, at the end of your turn, she is going to use a legendary
me?
action to
I'm sorry, I lost my
teleport
turn. My
to
apologies.
Jabby in front of her.
Jesus, how many?
She gets her legendary actions back at the beginning of her round.
Oh, sorry. That was a rhetorical. Just holy shit.
Yuvi, it's now your turn.
UV
Help!
still giving her 1 minute of flying. She takes the skies and moves to where the ghost was placed before.
Okay.
Hey, lady! I took her spot! Look out! And then Yuvi's going to shoot her for a long bow.
Okay. Go ahead. 19 hits.
19.
12 holy shit, 12 damage.
Wow.
A massive hit. This creature is now bloodied. You can see ectoplasm spilling out of her guts. You can see it running down her face like some kind of horrible mascara, Jabby, as she looks at you, not even sparing a glance for Juvie.
Well, I guess you should have not given up on this. Then UV is going to move. Oh no, wait. Does all of my movements to get here? Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Then I end my turn.
Okay. We are now at the
Maybe-
Spectre.
Okay.
The Spectre is severely
Oh.
damaged. She looks at you, Jabby, and says, "Give me," and tries to life drain you. Let's see if she hits. Life drain. 28 to... Oh, a natural 20. I need you to make a con save.
Jesus.
Oh, okay, I rolled low. So
That's low.
Low?
you take 16 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
On a crit, that's low.
Yeah,
for 3d6.
I aimed to 13 in a no crit before.
And you also lose 8 points to your maximum HP as well. It cannot be
Jesus.
healed. So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
And for her bonus action, she already has it recharged. She didn't use it. Oh, she also regains 5 HP as well. So that's going to be her turn. Hibernate.
What's the economy for using the potion?
Bonus action for yourself and an action on someone else.
Yeah. She'll do that.
So this one is definitely 2d4 plus 2.
Boot up. Just do the dice roll there.
5 to ya.
Plus 7.
She's currently ground level, by the way.
Oh yeah. Hibernate says, "Thanks," and then she charges. There is 0 sense of courage behind her movement. Surely that's what that appears to be. And she swings wildly
19 hits.
Looks pretty good. I will also do this roll for a check, martial check.
Okay, what would you like to know?
When this, if this creature is destroyed, what potential effects await, if any?
With an 11, you don't really know for certain. You only know that it will affect the heart somehow. That's all. That's all you can figure out.
Hell's bells, boys.
Roll damage.
Absolutely. D12.
D12 is so massive.
I
10.
love D12s.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
The ghost is on its last legs. It's flickering, barely holding on to life.
With that swing, she applies the last of her seals. This creature has 2 seals on it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I burned the other one and did two fire damage when UV shot her in her previous form, and she shifted into this form.
Yeah, so she would have maintained those seals.
Yeah. Oh, I burnt the other one, so that means
okay.
Yeah. So that one is gone, but she applied one with the bonus action when she was where UV is right now in the air.
Yes. Okay.
And then she's applying this last one.
Okay.
So
roll a d6 or however much it is.
I have to wait until something else does damage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Either next turn I do damage and then I burn the seal, or someone else does damage and I burn the seal.
All right, we're at initiative count 20. Nobody's in a circle, so it explodes, but no one's in it to take damage. As your flower approaches, go ahead and roll damage. As the flower cuts into the ghost, you just hear it whisper over and over again, bind it, bind it. And you can see its teeth get closer and closer to your face until a petal erupts from its back out through the front and right in front of your face. She screams a ghostly wail, and as she does, she disintegrates and falls limp and into nothing. And you're out of initiative.
I didn't have to burn those seals. Hibernate burns the seals.
She comes back to life for a moment. Oh god, I'm extra dead, and dies some more. As you do this, there is a bright flash to the north, and you can see that the Elden Heart hovers, and you can tell that the magic is beginning to wane. What do you do?
Saren is going to try and get up there quickly, and he's going to take it's like the the monk robes would have the top layer that he would throw off his arms, but then an undershirt, he would pull that off, revealing his chest, and just kind of wrap it around the underheart in case there's some kind of weird shenanigans touching it barehanded.
The light of the Elden Heart glows through your clothes that you wrap it in, and you can see that it is still fading. The magic is dying from this artifact. And you hear in the back of all of your minds the voice of the specter. Bind it, bind it, bind it. You can make an Arcana check, sure. Someone else would like to do something?
I was about to say I was going to try and do an insight check.
On...
to see if the ghost was doing it manically, because you got evil spirits that are bind it. We want to stay in the world to rue havoc.
Make either an insight check or a martial check, your choice.
I'm willing to bet your martial check might be better.
Yeah, it is. Woo! Baby!
Natural 20.
God
the ghost. The ghost was obviously trying to plead with you. There was a desperation in the voice, not of malice, but desperately hoping that someone will preserve whatever this is. And then you realize what you're seeing is a lineage of a people that is very old, older than your people, older than dwarves, older than the history of mankind combined, or all of those people's histories combined, and you are watching it die. And she is pleading for you or someone to bind to it to keep it alive. What do you do?
Alright. Saren does not like the idea of letting an entire race of people die, so he's going to kind of open the wrapping just enough to kind of reach his hand down and see if he can connect to it. See if he can try and help preserve these people in a way that both keeps them going, but stops this corruption that was hurting
Saren
the
reaches
forest.
forward out of bravery and compassion. Does anyone else do anything to stop him or interfere?
UV looks worried about Sarah's action, and she would, however, not understanding fully the why, but trusting the man. He's smart after all. However, she wouldn't ever let anyone take a burden by itself. Would by any chance UV try to co-bind it in a sense?
Like
To
go at the same
share the
time?
burden?
Sure, that's possible. Does anyone else join in? Ibanez, do you join?
Hibernate looks down at her charred, burnt, and hellfire cursed holy symbol.
Do you join in with your companions?
Out of fear of what could happen, she steps back.
The three of you bravely take on the binding of the Elden Heart together, and there is a blinding flash of light. And you feel, as you all can join onto the relic, cradling it like a child or something precious, and your eyes close. Hibernate watches on with a mouth agape. And we, as the audience, focus on the three of these party members as they open their eyes, filled with bright white light, and they all smile. And that is where we'll end the session for tonight.
Nice.